Yo, it's your boy Casual Rail with The Silent, a podcast. And man, we're back with another one. And a quick one at that. Hit that like button. It's free. Comment below. And as always, subscribe if you got the time. We appreciate that love for this. Let's get straight into it. It's your 3-minute fight drill, your 3-minute fight breakdown. And for this, we got the likes of Oleksandr Usyk taking on Daniel Dynamite Dubois in a rematch. The second time around, July 19, 2025. Who do we have winning this scrap? Or better yet, how do we see this fight going? And I'm torn. My heart is going with Daniel Dynamite Dubois. There's just something there that says it's his time. He's on that confidence train. He's ready to go. He's in shape, peak performance. And then I saw the weigh-ins. I always look at the face-offs, the weigh-ins and everything. That tells you a lot about the training. Obviously, Daniel Dubois is nervous. But Usyk came in a little bit heavier than I thought he was. And it starts making me think, not that he's out of shape. He dedicates himself to the sport of boxing. But is this extra weight about 5 to 6 pounds or so? He usually comes around 221, 220 to move around and have the advantage in speed. Is this going to slow down the likes of Usyk? And that's why I am torn. Usyk is a master boxer, master class type of fighter. But let's get straight into it. For this fight here, I see it going all the way. I see it being a close decision victory for either man. That's just how I'm seeing it right now. My heart says Dubois, my mind says Usyk, but either one who wins, I've got them winning by decision. If you held me up against the wall and just said, pick one. Here on the Silent podcast, I got the likes of Usyk winning by very close decision. Pure boxer, knows how to move. But I am worried in my bet. The plus money is about 200 on the likes of Dubois. My bet and heart will go with the likes of Daniel Dynamite Dubois to win this fight by decision. Very close, potentially even controversial. It's going to be an interesting scrap. It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good war. But we will see these two men go back and forth. We'll see Daniel Dynamite Dubois start this fight off very quick, very fast, very aggressive. I think he's going to try to press on the likes of Usyk. Big man him. Show him that he is the stronger fighter. Fight off that front foot. As he's pressuring and has a lot of energy up in those first few rounds, Usyk will get used to the cadence and start getting his timing correct. Probably between rounds 4 and 5. Middle of the rounds will start going to Usyk as he's picked up the right cadence. Got his timing and precision correct. But as that extra few pounds that he's put on, he'll start to witness some fatigue and a little stamina towards the end, similar like he did in some of the Tyson Fury scraps. Dubois will catch Usyk with something and start to catch back up in those later rounds, 9 and 10. 10-11 championship rounds is when we're going to have that war of fatigue, that war of attrition start to set on both fighters. And it's going to come to who's got the bigger gas tank. And in this case, Daniel Dynamite Dubois has been proven time and time again. He can continue to throw his hands, continue to press, and continue to press forward throughout that fog of war. His confidence is at an all-time high. And with that confidence, it will elevate his skills this night. July 19, 2025, past where he normally fights. It will elevate him. But Usyk will still be the better boxer, better skill set. But more importantly, once you get down to those last few rounds, it's no longer a boxing match, it becomes a fight. Because, like we said earlier, fatigue makes cowards of all men. They will be tired. Things will get sloppy. At the end, I think it was going to come down to who can win on the inside. Muscle up, fight, dig to the body, and let their hands go. Again, I'm very torn on this fight. And I know this is your 3-minute fight, your 3-minute fight breakdown. So again, if I had to pick one winner, I'm going to go with Usyk. Very close decision. That's what the mind is telling me. But if I'm a betting man and my heart's going to pull me into it and I'm seeing what I'm looking at the weigh-ins, I'm looking at the cuts, I'm looking at the mentality of these fighters. I'm looking at their trajectory. I'm looking at that confidence training. I'm also looking at the age factor. Usyk, 38, similar to Terrence Bud Crawford, but he's a pound for pound, just like Terrence Bud Crawford. Just like Terrence, they disciplined, stayed true to the sport of boxing, really didn't break down their bodies. But the wars that Usyk has been through, 12 rounders, with the likes of Tyson Fury, and he's already fought Dubois and fought Anthony AJ Joshua, how much of that has worn on this smaller heavyweight? My bet would be going with Daniel Dynamite Dubois as a very good underdog. How I see this fight going, like I said, I'm going to give it a very close decision. It'll be a good night of boxing. It'll be a good respect for boxing. In a fight that we will remember. In a fight that will continue to grow the heavyweight division. And push us to that next fight with probably Joseph Parker. Respect boxing, respect clean fighters, respect these two men as they're going to get in this ring and let their hands go and let them fly. That is for sure what's going to happen. I think Usyk will move around with a few of those rounds, but his time will be sharp and precise. Dubois needs to fight off that front foot, be aggressive, and make this a fight. Don't make this a boxing match. If he thinks it's going to take away the skill sets of Usyk, then you need to make this fight. You need to make this rough. You need to make this kind of dirty. Not illegal dirty. But hit him in his arms, hit him in his elbows, hit him in the hips, hit him in areas that he wouldn't think you're going to hit him at. Obviously above the belt. But rough him up and make it tough. I think that's what he's going to do. His mentality throughout fight week is showing us that he's here to fight, not just to box. He's here to deliver punishment. Here to be aggressive. He's coming outside of his shell, coming outside of his box, right? He's a good boy, good style, you know what I'm saying? He's a good man. And the fact that you can see the aggressiveness bubbling up out of him lets us know that he's ready to do something. Anyways, we talked too long on this. That's our final breakdown. That's our final prediction. Decision victory for either man in a close, good fight. Mind says Usyk. Heart says Dubois. Bet's going with Dubois. But this is why we had these fights. Let's see what happens, man. It's your boy Cash Rub with Sunday Podcast. Hit that like button, comment below, and as always, subscribe. We appreciate that love. Until the next time. Peace.